What's going down, man? It's your boy Koopa G bringing you guys another video today, man. Today we're gonna do things a little bit different, all right? So I kind of been looking for new ideas and things, so I figured, man, we've been talking about this for a minute in my Discord. Shout out to everybody that comes through the Discord here. And I just wanted to make a podcast. We're gonna be trying to drop these every Monday, just talking about things to the FGC, bringing topics, talking about players, so on and so forth, man. So today I got my man Davidizm with me. I got my man RayBone with me. And I got my man Seiryu with me as well. So we're just going to be talking about some Tekken World Tour Finals going down, coming up this weekend. And we just got a few big names here playing. We got commentators, man. We got my man Eris, the commentator. Mark, man. We got some Rip, Tasty Steve, Spaghetti Rip, and Prodigal Son, Ryan Hart going down. Prize pool is 25 G's, man, and it's spread amongst the competitors. And I think they're splitting that, right? So first place is getting 7,500. Second place is 4,500. Third place is 3 racks. Fourth place is 2,000. Fifth and sixth is $1,250, and seventh and eighth is 750, man. So we talked about the money, right? So we got the participants going down. So coming from Rocks Gaming, we got your boy Nee. Then we got UIU's John Ding. We got UIU's Kudans as well. Saints in it. Kakoma, we got JDCR, Tissueman, Lohai from Fusan, that boy from Red Bull, my man Anakin, holding it down for the USA boys. From Yamaza, man, we got Nobi. We got Book with the Jin coming through, man. We got Fergus from UIU as well. So the UIU is looking pretty deep in the World Tour Finals. All right, so we got from the US too, man. We got my boy Joey Fury from Equinox. From Fusan, we got my man Rank True. Man, and then Super Kuma, what is that? Crazy Esports. Yeah, so he's playing with Crazy Esports, man. He's gonna be out there. This is I think he was in it last year, right? So Chanel's in it. My man from Rocks Dragons again. Another Yamaza boys, Take. Naroma's coming through from Koos Games. And not to say the least, man, my man Jimmy J Tran. You know what I'm saying? So definitely going to be going down this weekend. Some big names playing for some big money. So what are you guys' thoughts, man? Talk to me. How y'all feeling about it?
Yeah, man, I'm definitely excited for it. It's going to be should be pretty legit. I mean, I've been definitely keeping up with the whole World Tour this whole time. So I mean, just watching everyone's progression to the tournament's been awesome. Like, I mean, I want America to take it. I mean, because America. I mean, we need that W, I mean, come on. Everyone else gets the wins. Give us the wins.
Yeah. Yeah, the big one, right? And I feel like it's well-deserved, man. These guys been grinding for this, man. It's not like it's just like they looking at for Korea just to hand it to us. It's just not going to be that. It's definitely going to be a brawl, to say the least.
For sure.
Well-respected players, man. Some legends, to say the least. But I think we'll definitely hold our own this year, man. And just looking from last year, up until this year, it's just crazy, man. Like from last year, seeing, last year the reigning champ, man, the man Q Don's looking to make a statement. He hasn't been a whole lot of, loud this year, right? I feel like he's just been kind of in and out, getting the points, staying out of sight, out of mind. But I definitely think he's going to come with the upsets, man. But, I got faith in my boy Jimmy J coming through, going to win it for the Brian. Shout out to all the Brians out there. Shout out to all the Taunt Jet uppers. But I definitely hope him or Anakin, man. I would not be mad to see take it home. Joey Fury too. Shout out to Joey Fury as well. I would not be mad at any of those players to take it home. Or John Ding, man. I got love for the homie John Ding from UIU, man. So that'd be pretty dope, to say the least, if he won it, man. Well deserved from any of those players, to say the least. But what are you thinking, David, man? I see you over there smiling, man. What's up? Talk to me, man.
All right, so you already know I told you I like Nee. I told you earlier, I think Lohai has potential. He's young, and the way it looks to me, he plays really solid. And he plays like a character that Shaheen, he just has all the tools that can do it. But, just kind of going over this list, man, I'm not going to lie, Miss JDCR. Like, he hasn't been to the last few tournaments. I wouldn't mind seeing JDCR take it.
I'm telling you, I feel like we cannot sleep on him, man. I feel like he cannot be slept on, for sure. Like, we just don't know. He could maybe have something, you know, with everything going on, like we were saying, like with Echo Fox, man, you know, and the whole JDCR thing, man. So shout out to Echo Fox. You know, I guess they both ended on good terms. You know, there was, I guess, nothing there. It's just, you know, just didn't work out, I guess. But, you know, maybe he has something to prove, man. Maybe he can come back, bounce back, let people know, yo, he's still here. You know, don't let it get to him. We all hope, I hope he does well, you know, to say the least. But it definitely should be interesting.
I would say that it's definitely. I mean, it says something about Tekken's longevity when you know a game that's. I mean, honestly, how old is Tekken 7 now? I mean, it's getting to be quite an older game.
Yeah.
It's
Still on the
still,
grind.
yeah. I mean, it's still doing better than some games are like that have just recently been released.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I mean, I think someone made some video about like on the Steam charts how like even Soul Calibur is now like where Tekken. I mean, Tekken has already surpassed it as far as like the game that people are playing. I mean, I think it didn't last that long, which is kind of surprising because I mean, Soul Calibur is awesome. Like, it's a fun game, but I mean, that's definitely saying something about Tekken's you know, status as like one of those
Longevity.
you know,
The
yeah,
OGs.
like,
It's just one of the OGs, man. You know, I
Right.
remember the Tekken 2 cover, you know, back in the day, and then just like playing it and the
Right.
soundtrack and watching the endings as a kid. Like, it definitely was like, you
Right.
know, this is like my first legit Tekken 7, you know, as far as I picked up in like learning frames and how the mechanics work. But, you know, I've been a fan of previous Tekkens. You know, I was just like that guy that really didn't know any of the inputs, was just thinking, thought I knew what I was doing, but you know, you don't really know what you're doing until you see somebody that knows
Right.
what they're doing playing the game. It was like
Right.
one of those things, right? So
Yeah, when you're like in practice mode and you learn like the 10 strings, like
yeah,
you
you
thought
think
you
you're
were
like,
good
"Ha,"
when you
you're
first
like,
started
"Yo,
the
I
game. You're like,
got
man, I
this,
know
yo."
all shit.
Yeah, I got it, bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, come on, bro, you know. But then, like, you know, there's like the red pill and the blue pill, right? And like,
Yeah.
it's just kind of like that factor. Like, if you take that pill, man, and like open that door, just you know, and don't let. A lot of times, I feel like with Tekken, like a lot of people just see the move list and then like they just let it fold them, just because there's so many moves and so many
Right.
inputs and there's so many things to do in the game. Like, it just can be definitely overwhelming. But I mean, if you just start small and work your way up, it's just definitely one of those games.
Yeah, I
Uh,
definitely
Actually,
remember like thinking that like I was like, yeah, like I know all these 10 strings. I think I'm good. And like I remember for the first time like I ever played Fox Step, like for the first time. Like Fox Step is like he's an OG. Like that guy's
Shout out
been
to
playing
Fox Step,
Tekken.
man.
Yeah, shout out to Fox Step, dude. Like he's been playing this game for so long and like just getting to play with him is kind of like an honor, you know, and like I didn't know who he was then. Like when I first met him, I was just like, hey, this guy, I mean, I'm gonna take this guy out. And
Yeah.
like he just bodied me. Like it was like the worst beating
wow.
like like everything that like I had like thought that I'd learned. Like he was just like, yeah, man. Like he definitely taught me is like there's a different way of playing the game. Like he could even relate. He was just like, I know why you think that you're doing the right thing, but this is why you need to change certain elements of like how you approach your opponent in Tekken, and like that just kind of like drew me in. Whereas I think the like other games just like although I play them like don't have that same kind of you know feeling or like or meta or whatever you want to call it. I mean, it's just that thing that Tekken is just like I mean, there's no other fighter that I could really, I mean, you know, really play at a level like this.
Yeah, oh yeah, with the World Tour Finals, yeah, man, it's this weekend, and there's RDR as well, so we're gonna be at RDR. Shout out to HXC Gaming, shout out to Game Over Entertainment in Tulsa.
Right?
You know,
Have that
so-
projector, that Oklahoma University Tech.
yeah, you know what I'm
All the
saying?
monitors.
Yeah,
Right.
man. So shout out to them, man, and like real shit. Like it just none of this. Like a lot
Man,
of
I wish we could get a lot of people out for like, you know, the Oklahoma events. I mean, like, it's not that Ricky isn't running them. I mean, it's just that people need to show up.
yo, and that's what it is, man. It's just like one of those things. Like I have this conversation, I always have this thought a lot, but it just like it's tiresome to have this thought, and I can really feel for like any type of TO, man. Shout out to the TOs. Shout out to anybody that's like really trying to just like make this happen. Just esports in general, because I mean it's hard, to come in every week and you're doing this for all you're seeing, and then like cats can't even show up, man. Like for the work that you putting in, man. And, you know, Ricky's like taking time off from his family and stuff like that and trying to make this work. And, you know, like all he asks is that we just try to show our face once every month. And then like, you know, as a whole, you know, just in general in Oklahoma, I feel like that's just
Like, was he
crazy.
driving from like the north side of Oklahoma City to the far south side of Norman, Oklahoma? I mean, that's a commitment there.
You know what I'm saying? That's and then like, you know, like for me personally, like I be telling David this too, man. Like, you know, for me, I just used to drive from Lawton. I was driving from Lawton to Norman.
Right?
You know what I'm saying?
That's the
Like every
worst
2
drive,
weeks.
too.
Every 2 weeks, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like if not, I was trying to make it. You know, like I was usually pretty good about it. And
Right, since it's Oklahoma, you know, it's just like it's a flat area with like hours or like a couple hours between like places where there's actually players of Tekken.
yeah,
So like it's hard to get people together a lot of the time because half the time because of the space. But at the same time, it's not that far. Let's get going.
yeah. Yeah, for sure, man. I mean, I definitely think that's a thing, like, you know, as a whole, we need to work on in general because I feel like, you know, like everybody's putting in the groundwork, which is cool, you know, but you really don't know until you go out and you're playing other cats and to see the progression, you know, like I can tell me personally, like when I'm playing Tekken against somebody that I play a lot against, I can tell when they're getting better or like if they've been playing, you know, that's just me. I don't know. Like, you're
Yeah.
like, damn, like, you know, he's like a lot sharper than last time I played him. So, you know,
Definitely.
you see those cats that keep playing and like keep coming out and keep getting better. And, you know, like shout out to Ricky again, man. Like always says, man, this is like iron sharpens iron. And it's just like, it's a true statement, man. Like, you know, y'all are helping me get better. That's the whole reason why, you know, I kind of moved out here. That was part of my purpose of moving out here was just to get better. You know, I'm really serious about it. So, I mean,
Yeah.
it just, at the end of the day, it goes back to your motivation, man. It's either you're going to be motivated about it or you're not. And if you're not, I mean, that's cool. You know, it just, you know, it's always cool just to show love in general anyways. I appreciate anybody that always comes out and just has fun and like be playing their game. And if you see me acting crazy or whatever, you know, I'm just trying to hype it up, you know, just for everybody else. So it's always love, man. But
The way I think, like, you know, as far as like being a competitor myself, like it's not even like I don't even play for the money. Like it's for the love of the game
yeah,
and like you were saying earlier, the drive to improve.
Right.
Like I'm self motivated to just kind of want to get better at the game, and as long as I have a goal, like I'm just gonna keep working towards it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, I don't know if any of these people like me probably for sure like he doesn't play it for the money. Like there's money in it. He's able to probably make a living doing it as his like primary, you know, whatever he's his basically it's like his job for him. But
yeah,
Yeah.
it's the love for Tekken that just keeps him like on the top of these leaderboards and is like a top competitor throughout the last few Tekken games.
Most def. For sure.
yeah. So like going back to that, right? I mean, like, what do you think, as far as like, you know, so we'll take someone like for knee, for example, right? You know, just like dominant, you know, like single handedly, you know, you cannot talk about Tekken and not have him in the same debate. You know, like what do you think just keeps him from, you know, when you get to that point where you're just like people just know you as the best, you know, like you would tend to think like maybe you would like slouch off and just like not go as hard as it. What do you think like drives players, you know, like as far as just to keep that drive and that motivation to keep, you know, just willing to compete and, you know, like the love for the game. What do you think? What do you think help keeps that?
And I think it's definitely they're a testament to their dedication to the game for sure. Like you know, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I mean, Tekken has been a very, I mean, a pretty hard game for me to like get to the point where I felt I was like in even slightly competitive at the game. So all these people that have been able to take out all these Tekken World Tour events, I mean, like, you know, these are all over the world. So it's like, I mean, there's no slouches. Like, I mean, he's the best of the best, you know, all wherever they went.
Yeah.
And like, it's just, that's just awesome. Like, I think that's, I mean, when it comes to like watching Tekken tournaments, it's kind of like, you know, the equivalent of like watching like, you know, like a crazy ass soccer game or like, you know, the NBA finals. Like to me, like, I mean, watching fighting games, like that's like competitive to me. Like that, I mean, that's kind of like more of a sport like that I would be like more interested in than like, you know, actual sports with rules. You know, like Tekken. I mean, I think esports is growing and it's just getting better and better. So It's just fun to watch like the progression of like a game that I've been playing for, so long, just like the love of the game and to see it getting its due, like, the respect it's been getting lately is just awesome.
I think it's
You definitely-
community. I think it's community on top of love of the game. Like seeing, like if you're a part of like a tight knit community, like you're always striving to like, I wouldn't even say like try to like be the best in like your community, but you're always trying to like, it's like an inner competition. And then like when you start getting better in like your local scenes, you want to start like branching out a little bit more, seeing how you place, and it's just that drive, that competitive drive, honestly.
Right. Yeah, it's good. It's like it's better when someone is motivated by like I want to be better, opposed to I just want to win. Like I've noticed that people with the mentality of like I just want to win. I want to win. Like people who have that mentality are not the people who I think actually end up achieving it, because they just give up when they're not just immediately really good at something. It's like if you take the time, like the results will come. So like I mean, there may not be instant satisfaction, but I mean it's the little things that add up over time that you're just like getting to the
And
point where you
community
can.
helps you get there too.
Yeah,
People
definitely.
Yeah, I'm definitely feeling that community part because, like you were giving shout outs to Ricky, I really appreciate what Ricky does for like the scene here, because, I mean, if there was like no offline, like every 2 weeks, RDR, I've been practicing. Let's see how much I've grown from this week going into the next week. I try to take a new strategy to the tournament each time I go.
Right.
And like that's like a plus of having like such frequent locals. Like you don't have to like wait a whole month to test out like some new strategy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like so, yeah, well, I mean it's a far drive, but like you don't have to wait. So
It's in the same state.
Yeah.
But like as far as community, like if it wasn't for you guys, like me playing against Yuku, Uray, Pyrex Chef, man, where he been at? Man, like I don't know if I would. I mean, I love Tekken, right? But it's just like I don't like playing online because there's just too many variables that it's just hard to gauge how good you're getting. Like I know I can duck that string, but I don't know. It's just not a pleasurable experience for me to play it online. Like it's nothing compared to like going to the locals, playing offline. So like you guys are what makes me want to improve at the game, not like ranking up and ranked mode or anything. That's gonna be hype, man. I'm looking forward to the last.
I'm just ready for
qualifier
some good
tournament.
ass. This is gonna be some good ass Tekken. You look.
Yeah.
That's what's about to go down. There's gonna be some good ass Tekken. There's gonna be some feelings hurt. There's gonna be some upsets. There's gonna be some hype. There's gonna just be me jumping out this chair. It's gonna go down, right?
Yeah.
And I'm just like I said. Hopefully, shout out to the boy Joey Fury. Shout out to my man Jimmy J. Shout out to my man Anakin. I hope USA comes up with the dub, bro. No offense to them Korean boys, man, but y'all got to go.
Yep.
It's our time.
Sure.
It's our time.
I wonder if they're gonna what character? I mean, they're gonna.
Yeah, then we got like the announcement.
Yo, that's
Bro.
they never said they would do it, but everyone just hopes they'll.
We
do it.
got-
Hope
No.
they-
No, Harada made that post. Like he wouldn't say that for no. Let me read that shit. real
We
quick.
got season 2. Bro, we got season 2 characters
Yo,
coming
this is
down.
forever.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm ready for some new characters. We got a new stage coming. I know we got a new stage coming, man. We got my new customization, bro.
Give me Armor King. Give me Armor King.
I want
Dog.
to see what Negan's gameplay looks like.
That's what I want to see a little
do
bit of
too, I
that.
do too.
I do. I'm little pig, little pig. I'm trying to get in there, you
And
know.
they're gonna have they're gonna have the stage. It's gonna be like where it happened.
Yeah, like outside the
That's gonna
pen,
be-
bro.
That'd be sick. If it was just like a bunch of zombies or something, like getting held back by like a fence or something. Like, they got to be doing something cool with like that license. They're not. I mean, it's The Walking Dead. Like everyone knows about The Walking.
Yeah, it's got to be sick.
Implementing like environmental like freaking damage and stuff.
The stage transitions, I'm so hyped. I want to see.
For one stage, I'd be cool with that.
Yeah. Why wouldn't, man? It's gonna be dope. He's gotta have his own stage, you know.
Right? Yeah. Okay. So here's the tweet. He retweeted some guy, Jimbo Rock 77, who asked him, "When do we get another DLC character for Tekken 7?" And Katsuhiro Harada responded with, "The answer may be in TWT?" Question mark. Like, why would he say that? I mean,
Oh, okay, okay.
so I mean, there's gonna be something.
There has to be. The holidays are coming, bro. Why wouldn't Harada
Yeah.
cash out, man? Come
Yeah,
on, man. Let's go,
Yeah,
man.
so-
And take my money. Take it.
Right.
Because I'm ready.
Right.
Auto combos part 2.
I like how the auto combos didn't turn out to be like an issue, like people thought
Yeah,
they were.
man. Like, come on. Why would they do, that would kill it. Why would they even
It's
do
like,
that?
they're like, all right, you can do an electric, but you ain't gonna be doing like the just frame version. It's not gonna be that.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna do another one, and then
Yeah, man. Like, come on, man. But
it can't be like one of the motivating factors. Just rank. Like I feel like that's kind of like a misplaced, thing. It's just like I want to be at this rank. It's just like I mean, no, I mean you want to be. I mean, you want to learn. Like that's
Yeah.
what you want. Like
Yeah.
that's what you want. You don't want to, just have that rank. You want to have earned it.
yeah. And I guess that's a lot of questions. Like I guess I'll ask y'all this for like newcomer players, Tekken players. Like, what do you think as far as when people look at ranks and, do ranks necessarily make an impact on, somebody's play style or like, or
I
what
would say
they
it's a
know?
Definitely a good gauge, but not a definitive like this is like, I think you're good because of your rank. I think it's like a rank is just kind of like, you'll get to that point when you can consistently like do what requires to like, stay at the point where you're solid and like you know how to respond to most situations. Like you're not gonna learn all the situations because there's so many moves in Tekken, but you'll definitely learn. So
What I'm liking about like Tekken, like when you watch the tournaments, like the way I perceive, well, let me not just say that. All right, so high level players like Nee and John Ding, they can't just win by playing like they play pure fundamentals for the most part. But even those players at that high of a level, they take huge risk. It keeps the game unpredictable and exciting to watch. I don't know if you guys remember this, but it was what was it? The very first tournament of the Tekken World Tour this year. It was like Nee versus JDCR. He was using Devil Jin, and he was using like those high risk moves with Devil Jin and like netting a huge reward from it. He
right,
was using like it's that move up 4 with Devil Jin.
up 4 or up forward 4.
He somersault backflips, he goes into
Up.
fly.
Yeah,
He was doing that. Like it was a high risk move, but it was paying off. So it just keeps it like exciting when you're watching these, oh, it's just gonna be Koreans, it's gonna be boring. Right? So it's not boring. Like
yeah, a good combination of like good movement and like good execution is like it's always just so pleasing to watch.
Yeah.
And everybody,
John Ding, like you never know.
yeah, and like I feel like everybody like has their own play style. Like like USA plays like USA Tekken players. It's like the Olympics of Tekken, man. Like Koreans play like Korean Tekken players. We play like how Americans play Tekken, and then like so on and so forth. The UK they play UK Tekken. Like all over the world, man. It's like that. It's just different styles of Tekken. That's I mean I don't know about you guys, but I don't think I got anything else, man. I pretty much we talked about everything that I think needs to be kind of talked about, man. Tekken World Tours, be checking this out this weekend. In the comment section below, just give us your thoughts, man. Let us know what you think, as far as who you think's gonna take it, who's solid, who you got, so on and so forth, man. And like I said, every Monday we're probably gonna be trying to drop these on you guys, and just keeping it updated, keeping some content coming. So be looking out, man. There's definitely gonna be more games. We're not just gonna be talking about Tekken. We'll talk about other games. Yeah, man, just anything FGC related. So it's been Koopa G, man. And I'm just gonna go ahead and sign off here, man. Shout out to everybody that came through. RayBone, man, appreciate your support, man. Appreciate you coming through, hanging out. Same to you, David, man. It's always cool. Chopping it up in the Discord. Same to you, Seiryu, man. My boy Keelik, and yeah, man, we'll just have to do it on the next one.